Buenos nachos, everybody. How are you doing? I mean, everybody other than Carlos. Carlos, sorry you don't feel well, dude. Stay as long as you want. You can leave whenever. I will not hold you captive. I hope you feel better, buddy. Sepulros, first in. Last out. That's what I like about him. He's like a Marine. Money Mitch. Que paso, mi amigo? Hello, lady. How are we doing today?
Welcome to my underground lair. You're just in time. Enjoy the show.
Thank you for the sub, lady. 16 months. That is a pound's worth of ounces months. That's as many ounces in a pound, but months. Hey, listen, there was something there. It just didn't. I flubbed it. But you know it would have been marvelous if I came up with the whole pounds to ounces to months to. All right, we're just going to move on. Bueno. Good. Hey, listen, I like to be enjoyed. Being enjoyed is all about having fun. I like to have fun. And if we can get original art and or fun things into the heart of people and hands of people, then, I mean, it's a bonus, but it's all about having fun. I'm just happy to be there. Oh, my dear brother Nate Dog just jumped in on Instagram. Hey, Nate. Nathan is going to see me in about 2.5 weeks. I am very excited. He and I are probably gonna be hitting up the places of ill repute while we are there. He still runs into my old nightclub friends time to time when he goes out. So I have a feeling one of the nights that I am there is going to be me and him picking a bar fight. I mean, this is what happens. What happens when I go home? When I go home, I visit family. I will get to visit the family cannabis farm for the first time when I go, and probably get into a bar fight if it all goes well. Because when I'm home, when I'm in New York, I am completely different than I am in California. Here, I'm nice, I'm soft, I'm lovable, I'm fuzzy. I go home and the New York Italian comes out. Nate says, super excited, the first 10 shots are on you. Probably. I'm old now, I don't know how many shots I'll be doing. But I'll be sipping some scotch in the corner. And watching to see how good of a job the bouncer is doing. Spoilers, it's rarely ever good. Shout out to all my degenerate bouncer friends in Buffalo. I have love for almost all of you. Hellbolt says, I love you all. PSA, starting July 11th, American subs will be going to $5.99 on PC, $6.99 mobile on Twitch. Ooh, that's different. All right, so now that all the pleasantries and the hellos are over, it is time for me to do some of the business end, and then we can jump back into the good fun times. First and foremost, I have I have 3 things on my mind. 3 things on my mind that I would love to see go away soon. Because I look at them, I realize they're great, and the giveaways are spectacular. And I honestly want to get the giveaways gone so that we can move in new work. I have 3 projects that are penciled in to be soon. What up, T-Bone? I have one of them that is done that simply needs to be placed in an envelope or an envelope if you're new to English. And I need space. As you can see behind me, very little space. I have things on the floor. Look at that. That's right there. That's on the floor. Because I don't have space. What up, Germ? How you doing? Real big Germ in the house. He went ballistic for that sweet, sweet Super Break product we had at the con. Guess what, Big Germ? It's behind me. Booyah. We have it all official retailer of Super Break. That's right, if you ask them, they'll say, hey, we know those guys. That DC guy, he's pretty... I don't know what their opinion of me is, but it must be good because they haven't fired us yet. So the three things that I have on my mind that I want to see us get out of the house so that we can bring some more goodies in. Number one is this one that I have placed right here because it's massive. Ooh, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? DCD Collects presents Signed, Certified, Delivered. It is one CGC certified 6 series comic. 9.8 inside. We only made 10 of them. But the reason I want you to grab one of those last 4 is the giveaway. The giveaway, listen, we have standards. We have quality standards here at DCD Collects, and we stick by those standards. So if something does not meet our standards, what do? Do we sell it at a discount? No, we typically just give it away. Well, it's not a 9.8. It's a measly 9.6, but it is signed by legend Walt Simonson. It is a Beta Ray Bill numero uno from 2021. That is the Stegman variant cover 9.6 6 series that you can get free if you are drawn at the end of the giveaway for the 9.8s. Since there are only 10 of those available, 4 of them remaining, that means everybody who bought in basically has a 1 in 10 shot of getting this absolutely free. And hey, who doesn't want a free slabbed Walt Simonson auto? I do. So that is the first item I would love to see go away. But there is 2 other ones. One we heavily worked on yesterday and is almost sold out. I'm going to save that one for last. Is it because I'm saving the best for last? Maybe. Is it because it just happens to be the furthest away from me right now? Probably. But hey, here is number 2 before we get to number 3. His name, number 2. Yes, Bruce Lee. Whoosh. Hey now. I have been sitting on this case. It is the last case we have. This is not a box break. This is not a box break. This is simply everybody going to be getting a sealed box out of here. You're basically buying a box, and we're going to open them to get her, aka Together. Who does number 2 work for? Well, for one lucky person, it's going to work for you because there's 5 boxes in here. One of them have something that was owned by Bruce Lee, acquired from the Bruce Lee estate. These are super dope. We opened one already, and we got not only an original piece that was owned by Bruce Lee, we also got an insane redemption for a gigantic 1 of 1 that is currently on eBay. Last time I checked, it was at like $90, and it's still got days remaining, so that is going to be moving. Chef DeShaky's stuff on eBay. Chef, if you're here, you can put that out there. He is like, I'm putting it up. Let's do it. It's already at 90. That's the type of stuff that you're going to find in here, and there's still days left in this. So, one spot is already gone, and I say spot simply saying one of these boxes is already reserved. What I'm going to do to make everything fair is once we sell out the other 4 spots, I'm simply going to number the box. I'm going to random the boxes to people. That way there's some kismet to it. Nobody can think I'm handing you a hot box, and that's what we're going to do. So I would love to see these go away. Simply because I want to see what's inside. That is really, it is selfish. I want to say it's altruistic. It's not. It's selfish. I just want to see what kind of hit we're going to get out of here as well. That's right, Hellbolt, transparency. If my middle name wasn't James, my middle name would be Transparency. As opaque as I am, as a giant blob of flesh, Transparency would be my middle name. And then behind this is number 3, because typically following number 2 is a number 3. And that is what we almost finished yesterday. That's right, there are only 4 spots remaining. This is the You Pick'em. And it's funny. It's I don't want to be dim. I guess I'd rather be mid, 'cause mid is better than dim. B. This is Cozy X Sig Series. You see the Sig Series over my shoulder. You get to pick one of these 4 cozies, whichever one you want. Then you get a sealed box of 2023 Star Wars Sig Series from Topps. And I open it for you if you so choose. If you don't want me to open it for you, I won't. It's fine. It ain't going to hurt my feelings. It's just going to make us all wonder what it is. And then you have to face the questions, the incessant questions of people DMing you. Hey, what'd you get? Hey, what'd you get? Hey, did you open it yet? Hey, what'd you get? Hey, what'd you get? Listen, you can make that all go away. It's very simple. Simply tell me to open it, and then you don't have to worry about being DM'd by all of the people that are curious on what you got. Big Germ's like, I wasn't sure if you would see my comment on Instagram, so I switched. I watch your posts at the com. Every one of them were great. Big Germ, you are the man. Rebel Art Design in the house. Legend. What's up, man? For those who don't remember, Rebel Art Design allowed us to do a sneak peek, world exclusive of one of his latest pins, and they're gorgeous. Shout out to Rebel Art Design. Money Mitch is like, oh, what a swell guy you are, DC. See, it's all about you. It's only minorly about me. Hellbolt says, day 70 of Japanese, and I'm on section 1, unit 8 now. Chugging on along. Ooh. Pretty soon, you will be talking our ear off in multiple languages, and that is a day I can't wait for. So he's fast on the shoutouts. You are, Hellbolt, you are the fastest gun in the Northwest. Northwest? Yeah, that's what I meant. Big Germ says, being a sous chef keeps me busy. Hey, that's another chef we have in here then. Councilman Chef should be along. Now, Councilman Chef not only was a chef, but he's also a councilman. So, I mean, I guess he gets 2 stars next to his name. Regardless, I am just excited. Jimmy the Breaker is not here. I'm flying solo Lodo today. It is just me and my Pamplemousse water. Had I planned ahead and had enough time before I got here, I would be sipping on either a nice scotch or a hard cider, but I barely got here in time for the show, thanks to this lovely California traffic and construction we're dealing with. But boy, do I love water anyway, so I'm okay with that. Just means I'm going to be drinking more waters. Usually I have to blow through 2 or 3 of those a show. Scotch, it's usually only 1-ish, depending on the night. So, DCDcollects.com. www, if you choose, .dcdcollects.com. We'll get you to the website. We'll get you to all of the beautiful things that I've just been talking about. As you know, yesterday we blew through a vast majority of our Cozy X Sig Series. As you can see by this, there is only 4 spots left. There's 4 of them. Somebody's going to walk away with the Vader. What Vader? I'll show you in a second. It's gorgeous, and it's worth several $100s. You can check it on eBay. I'm not lying, because that's not something I regularly do. The only time I lie is if somebody asks me, hey, does this make me look good? I'm like, yeah, it looks great. Oh, I don't know fashion. How am I supposed to answer that? It's always going to be great. Whether I think you look great or not, my opinion in fashion doesn't matter. Listen, if I'm not wearing a tracksuit, I'm typically wearing a polo, and that is the extension of my design and style. So, I digress. Somebody is going to walk away with the Vader. Somebody is going to walk away with the Urso. And we are going to have some fun. Now, the giveaways. How do these work? I know you're asking. You pay nothing for the shipping. You pay nothing for the giveaways. Once you buy into this or any of the items, there is a giveaway attached to them. I take all the names once it sells out. I random them 7 times on random.org. And then whoever's on top gets the prize. In this case, we have 2. Nate says, we gotta boost those rookie numbers. Those are some rookie numbers. It's true. I actually do need to start drinking now more frequently because I am headed to Buffalo in 3 weeks. And believe me when I say, there is almost nothing else to do in Buffalo but drink. There's a reason we are a drinking town with a football and hockey problem. It's because there's Canada. But then you're not in Buffalo, you're in Canada. Canada's the coolest thing to do.
A little bottle of water, a little bottle of water, a little bottle of water.
Thank you, KP. Speaking of things to do, KP. Hey, buddy. I want you to know that I'm officially adopting the Lions as my top 3 team. It's going to go Buffalo, it's going to go Rams, it's going to go Lions. Those will be officially the 3 teams that I will be rooting for this year in the NFL. So I want you to know that even though you dog my Bills and tell me how bad the Buffalo Bills are, I want you to know that I'm rooting for your team. I hope your team does great. And if Buffalo goes to the Super Bowl and loses against the Lions, because I'm pretty sure the Lions are NFC, I'm going to be okay with that, man, because I like the Lions. So no matter how many slings and arrows you throw at the GOAT Josh Allen and the rest of the Bills Mafia, I want you to know I'm going to turn the other cheek and I'm rooting for your team. Just throwing that out there, homie. Just wanted you to know. Paul Maitland, the master of moist, is here. When you spin clockwise 3 times, tickle a goat behind its left ear, run a quarter mile. That sounds eerily similar to the time I challenged some British sailors to a drinking competition in Bahrain just before Ramadan. True story, it involved drinking the entire establishment out of white Zambuca because we're mad lads and that's what they do. It may have also involved coffee beans and the crushing of coffee beans. And we're gonna stop the story right there because I don't think Instagram is ready for it. I have no... You brought that upon yourself. Listen, I'm not gonna say we won, but I'm not gonna say we lost. I do believe we declared it a tie because at the end of the night, one of their guys was passed out and one of our guys was passed out and they ran out of Zambuca. We literally drank them dry. And then those sailors who had a friend that was working for a nightclub in Bahrain called Barnaby Joe's invited us to Barnaby Joe's where we got the VIP treatment. And that's a whole nother story in and of itself. But we and I, 20-year-old me, held our own. And it was, I mean, I peaked when I was 20, I'm not going to lie. I actually probably peaked when I was 16 playing football. And then it went downhill from there, other than that bright spot in the Navy. So yeah, those were the days. Those were the good old days. Ish. Hey, but listen, I digress. We're not here to talk about my crazy U.S. Navy drinking binges. We're here to talk about amazing art, and Paul Maitland, some of that art is yours. As a matter of fact, Paul Maitland, a good portion of that art is yours. It's, right above, right here. Hello. Hello. Hello, it is funny. If you like the funny, you like a Paul Maitland. Paul has Art Factory It is phenomenal. I am left scratching my head wondering why we still have a bunch of these. Ooh, there it is. Motley! Motley says, hold on, did you just call Josh a goat? He is a goat. He is absolutely a goat. Can you name any quarterbacks that have hurdled more defenders than Josh Allen? Can you name any other quarterbacks that have dated Haley Steinfeld other than Josh Allen? I mean, for real. Have you seen the Gatorade commercial with him and the rest of the goats? I'm just saying he is a goat. No doubt about it. When they asked Tom Brady, who of the quarterbacks that have not won a Super Bowl do you see winning their next Super Bowl? Tom Brady said it's Josh Allen. He didn't even hesitate to say Josh Allen. So if the GOAT, and yes, I'm begrudgingly calling Tom Brady the GOAT. I know when I go back to Buffalo, I'll be stoned for that. But the GOAT called our guy the next GOAT. I'm in it to win it. I'm all about it. A choke artist, that's incorrect. I would say our defense is absolutely doo-doo. If you look at all of those losses in the playoffs, Mr. Kevin P. West, none of them had to do with Josh Allen. All of them had to do with our defense. And you know what? Our defense didn't get any better this year, so we better score more points. So even in jest, you really can't call Josh a choke artist. It's simply he delivered when he was supposed to deliver. The defense ran out of gas. It's true. It's true. Look at the numbers. Check the stat lines. I'm making a valid point. It's cute that people talk about Josh's turnovers. Hey, who was the MVP this year? Who won? Yeah, Nate's like, I got the stones ready. Nate, that's a secret. You don't have to tell anybody. His GOAT has an asterisk on it. Who was the MVP this year? I think it was Mr. Jackson. Let's look at the stats of Mr. Jackson and Mr. Allen, and I think you're going to see somebody far and away comes out above. And as a matter of fact, if you take a look at the turnover ratio of Josh Allen from his rookie year to today, he actually is outperforming most of the people in the Hall of Fame currently. And you can check that stat as well because it is true. I know this because Good Morning Football actually did the comparison and said to say Josh Allen is a turnover machine is actually inaccurate because his touchdown to turnover ratio is actually higher than the league median. And by that I mean the touchdowns over turnovers. But hey, don't let a little thing like facts get in the way of a good ribbing. I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself. Paul Maitland says, I've not understood a word. I mean, it's like English, but I can't decipher it. Listen here, you bloody oik. Oh man, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on Instagram. I'm going to go with oik because nobody knows what an oik is but you and I. Money Mitch is like, facts are overrated. I'm speaking in alternative facts. Stafford would blow. I think Stafford is absolutely a better throwing quarterback than Josh Allen, yes. But when it comes to everything, the total package, including rushing, not many people are holding a candle to Josh Allen. Could have called you. I wanted to. That's the one I wanted to use, but I'm still not sure on the whole what I'm allowed to do on Instagram or not. That is one of the. I don't know why I'm talking in this. Here we go. I'm befuddled as to the Instagram rules. I was simply told to start streaming on Instagram and YouTube, so I am. As far as reading the rules, that's a bit above my pay grade. Somebody needs to read the rules, translate them, and inform me what I can and cannot do, because I am just the help. I am just the talent. And as anybody knows, talent is typically not smart. We are simply either funny, good-looking, or have a great voice, and I thankfully am one of those three. What's going on, Councilman Chef? Que paso, mi amigo? Chef, I see that Bruce Lee up there, man. Last I checked, is at $90 already. Trifecta? Absolutely not, Money Mitch. I look like a tub of melted ice cream. That is the best compliment I can give myself. If you were to take a vanilla and caramel sundae and leave it in the California sun for 5 minutes, you would get this general body type and look. It's facts. And it's okay. I'm okay with that because I'm somewhat funny, but I definitely have a voice that people like to listen to. Dingleberries, I believe I cannot say either. I definitely am pretty sure I'm not allowed to say the word dingleberry. Because most people know exactly what that is, and that would be something that would be frowned upon. That would be a disappointing Doug GIF, if we had one. Money Mitch said, yeah, it's 112 degrees here today. You know, listen, man, I would love to share in that, but I want you to know in my part of California, which is on the coast between LA and Santa Barbara, it was a steamy 75 degrees with a nice breeze. Now, I am enjoying it now because in 3 months we are moving inland. We will be around the Woodland Hills area. I'm not going to dox myself and tell you exactly where, but we are going to be inching closer to Beverly Hills, where Mrs. the Breaker works. So I know I'm going to be gaining about 10 to 20 degrees in heat doing that. But I'm just going to say, new dog is demanding. He chewed the sofa yesterday. My goodness. Oh, that's not Doug. That is me doing disappointing Doug. When I am streaming, I am actually under the DCD Collects Twitch, so it shows up as me. CJ said he has modeled his play after Stafford, and he was on another team. Stafford have had a couple more. I saw that. I agree. As much as I do like the Lions, once Megatron was gone, it really did not seem they could find somebody to click with Stafford the way that Megatron used to. Now, Amon-Ra St. Brown is arguably one of the best wide receivers in the NFL today when it comes to route running after the catch and high point. I am a huge Amon-Ra fan. And I think if we could have got Stafford more time with Amon-Ra and maybe gave him a better slot, things would have been different. But it's okay. He's at the Rams now. He has a ring. Goff needs a ring now. I am pushing for Goff to get a ring. I say I will not. How about this? I will make you a deal. If Josh Allen and Goff can get a ring, I will shave my trademark mustache. So everybody needs to put in those positive vibes. Let's get Jared Goff his ring. Let's get Josh Allen his ring, and I will shave off the stash. Paul's like, DC, my finger is hovering over the phrasing button. Again, English totally lost on me. Right? Oh, yeah, listen, I could literally talk American football all day long. Oh, goodness gracious, Paul Maitland. Hey, Paul Maitland, I'm going to speak a sporting language you know. Your sweet, sweet game of cricket, the one that is popular in England, India, and Australia. Shout out to my Aussie friends. What's up, Joe? Love you, brother. Sorry when I haven't been able to chat. My life has been chaos, but I love you, Joe. Ninja, I love you too. Ringa and all the other peeps in Australia. I love you all. But I'm sorry to say, America is taking over cricket. For those who do not know, America beat India in the big game. Oh yes, lowly America, who just learned to play cricket 4 months ago, has decided, yeah, we're going to take this sport. It's ours now. It's ours. Thank you, rest of the world, for cultivating the sport. It's now ours. We will not give it back. We have taken the best of our golfers and the best of our baseball players and softball players and mated them together in a big sports. I can't say the word. And we have spawned the greatest cricket team on the planet, and we are putting the world on notice. Just saying. India, Australia, UK. I hope you enjoyed it. It's ours now. It's ours. Thank you. Jiminy, that's right, Jiminy Crickets. As a matter of fact, the American team should be called the Jiminy's. It would be hilarious. And they could be sponsored by Disney. And their helmets could be painted like his top hat. And their pads could have the mouse logo on them. And the wickets could be painted to, if they're allowed to legally be painted, which I don't think they are, could be painted to look like an umbrella, like Jiminy's umbrella. Again, you're welcome for that idea. I simply want 10%, although Disney will probably sue me for saying it first. If it's Disney, I'll just take 1%. I'll take 0.25%. Right, KP? It would be it would be like these jerks, these American jerks, took over our sport and are now mocking us.
And I know I shouldn't.
I know, it's right. We want more. Because now that we've beaten India, we're putting the rest of the world on notice. You gotta know what a crumpet is to understand cricket. So, Money Mitch, you may not know this. I actually used to live in England. Briefly. It was not for it was for an extended period of time, but it wasn't like multiple years. But I spent a lot of time in St. Anne's by the Sea and in Blackpool. I spent a little bit of time in Liverpool. I went to Skipton to see the Butcher of Skipton's Castle, which was cool. I've spent many a fortnight in the UK. The wickets need to have Ewoks painted. Yes, yes. Need a bunch of wickets on the wicket. That's right. Grip it and rip it, the wicket. Yep, crush those eights. Whack at the wicket. So, yeah, I'm just saying, man. Let's go, Kaiser, you kind soul, you. Kaiser says, what up, beautiful people? I assume he's talking about all of you. Again, melted ice cream. Kaiser friend, how are you doing? For those who don't know, Brian Kaiser Tillman, follow the Kaiser. Do that. Follow the Kaiser. If you're not following, follow the Kaiser on his social media. You need to do that right now. If you are watching me on Instagram, follow the Kaiser. Just go ahead. And you know what? While you are going on his Instagram and following him, make sure you're also jumping over his Kickstarter and getting part of the Ninja Empire, because there's nothing cooler than owning an original piece of the Ninja Empire, and it's something he is making available to you. So get your tookuses over there and throw a nice kunai at him in the form of a sponsor. Excellent. Good. We like to hear it. Good. All right, we're clear on this one. Paul has jumped over to Instagram. He is going to attack me on two fronts. I got Kaiser to the east of me, Maitland to the west. Where I'm sitting, that is east and that is west, by the way. Just strong. Technically, west is like that way, but I wasn't going to turn for the joke. Um. All right, that's it. Let's get back to the goodies. Let's get back to the goodie room. So, only 4 spots left on the Cozy 6 series. The other one that I want to see is the Bruce Lee. Again, there's only 4 left on there. Actually, I can make those green because those are available. There we go. Where is... There's Sign Certified. These are the final 4 on Sign Certified before we give away the Walt Simonson. I have random.org ready. We've Got You Covered is also almost sold out. That is an original sketch cover. There are only 5 of those left, and then we're giving away a Joker and Harley. It's 2 covers that fit together like a puzzle piece. They're absolutely gorgeous. That's going to be by Zio Lee. From the vault, we've only had a few go, but there's 4 left for people to jump into. Then we give away that absolutely gigantic Teixeira. If you haven't seen the Teixeira giveaway, let me show you right meow. It's so big I can't put it anywhere. Hashtag I've never heard her say that. Yeah, it's a big boy. It's large and in charge. So little ink, so much detail. That is the giveaway from the vault. If you don't know what From the Vault is, hey, that's okay. Let me tell you, From the Vault, our dear, dear friend, Uncle Doug, reaches into his PC, his private collection, and he grabs original art that he has commissioned himself. And he grabs it, usually tries to run away from us, and we have to try to tackle him. And grab pieces of art from his death grip and put them into these envelopes so that you can get a piece of his collection before he can get them out of the vault and thus locking us in the vault, which has only happened once. Thankfully, there is a panic button that will open it from the inside. It's literally a vault. So there's only 4 of those left, and then that giant Teixeira is the giveaway. I mean, let's face it, a lot of these are 4 or less remaining, and that is a lot of giveaways to do soon. I am stoked about that fact. I love giving stuff away, partially because it's not mine, and, you know, it's easier to give away stuff that's not yours than if it was yours. But the other part is I like to see smiling faces, and even though I can't see your smiling face, I can tell by the reaction in chat how excited y'all are, and that makes me happy. Plus, it allows me to claim my amount of work that I do for shipping, which, you know, I like to justify my job other than just staring at a camera and talking to all you beautiful people. Bolt, love you, man. You're the man. Kaiser, oh no, dude, listen, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a friend. I'm not gonna sing the whole song, but the whole song applies. I feel, I mean, I guess I could regale you with growing up in Mount St. Olaf. If you could tell me about the olden days, Kaiser, but I think I might be older than you, so I don't think it works like that. All right, Carlos, love you, brother. Hey, listen, lay down, get some rest, sleep it off, man. You'll be better in the morning, I promise. All right, where are we? Let me actually, it's probably be a good idea if I open up the app and see if any of you have been trying to get a hold of me. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. There we go. All right, good. Now the app is actually open. Now if you order something, I'll know. All right, where are we at over here? Let me check on the Instagram. Good. I'm at 30 frames per second. That's good enough for the gram. Don't need to hit 60. Nobody wants to see me in high def. I promise. How are we over here? The one thing I will say, going back to Streamlabs, from originally using OBS has been a bit of a challenge because OBS is definitely, you can change a lot more. You can monitor a lot more. There is not as much monitoring here as there is originally on the OBS. But gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, what's going on, Crystal? Hello, Juan. Crystal, I hope you are feeling well. Juan, I hope you are well. Again, it was great to see you at the con. Hopefully we'll see you at the next one as well. So if you wonder, I look over here. This is my chat for YouTube and Twitch. Over here is my chat for Instagram. Now, Instagram is on about a, 10-second delay, 15-second delay. So everything is a little bit delayed. Let's see what I got here. Okay. All right, good. Everything's running smoothly for, knock on wood. And I mean, that's it. So as a recap, we have a lot of things that are almost sold out. It's simply a matter of what you want to buy and simply what you want to see given away, because we are just 4 spots away on multiple items before we hit that giveaway. I can tell you, I believe they left me the next signed, sealed, and delivered is here. Or maybe not. Yeah, wait, it should be in that box right over there. I don't know. They hide stuff from me, you know. They don't like when Dr. Spoiler comes out. What do you want from me? It's my thing. Oi. All right, enough about me. I have been chatting for 45 straight minutes, barely taking a breath, and only taking a handful of sips of water. Now I want to know about y'all. How are you doing? What's going on? Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. Oh, super excited, by the way. When I do go back to Buffalo in 3 weeks, I get to meet my niece, Marina, for the first time. Totally stoked. May have bought her a little something from Disney to celebrate the moment. Baby shower this Saturday. Oh, goodness gracious. I love it. I love showers. I love the diaper parties that go along with it. Now remember, Crystal, Juan is going to be up to his elbows in diapers and baby things. Don't forget to let Juan have his movie night, have his steak and beer night. I want to take a moment and advocate for Juan and his mental preparedness. While all of the attention is on you, deservedly so, let's not forget about Juan. Make sure he has his moments, because once Baby is here. There is no rest. There is no sleep. You must get it now. Prep yourself. I'm here for you, Juan. I got you, buddy. I got you, man. Going to be an aunt, and it's a boy. There you go. It is Men's Mental Health Month. Good job, DC. Aw, thank you. Yeah, rest up. Money Mitch was like, you better rest up. If Dangle was here, he'd tell you he's been through it 13 times. Money Mitch is like, payday, so found the card the wife hid and planned the trip to LACC in October. Great, Money Mitch, you'll see me there. Not only will I be behind the booth, I will also be waiting in line to get my original art by Lee Cozy signed by the man, the myth, the legend, Obi-Wan Kenobi himself. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I have for you other than, and then that. That has been, today was Jimmy's last day of school. He is officially done with school. So that means my schedule is finally opened up quite considerably. That means I can finally start doing the things that I haven't been able to do due to the school schedule. That means I'll be spending even more time with little Jimmy the Breaker, and that is fine by me. I am enjoying his company. As a matter of fact, he is flying out with me to Buffalo. Mrs. the Breaker will be staying here to work, and I will be hanging out with Jimmy. Jimmy will get to see his great-grandmother, who is about to turn 90. In my family, thankfully, one of our generations had children really early, which allowed us to all know our great-grandparents, some of us for a decade. It also helps that our family lives into their late 80s, mid-90s, collectively as a group, and that is always a good thing. We have longevity in our family. So it's just an exciting month. June is turning out to be a fantastic month. What more can I say? All right. I mean, that's it. This is up to you. I am now simply going to see what you write and go off of that. I am also going to fulfill any orders you have. But aside from that, I am just going to stare into the camera lovingly into your eyes. All right, the ADD is kicked in, and I can't sit still or quiet for that long, so I hope you enjoyed that. That's the best I got. Oi, let's get comfortable. Ooh, goosebumps. Now, I want to clarify. Councilman Chef says, ooh, goosebumps. Those are not the goosebumps of joy. Those were the goosebumps of fear, I am sure. Strong genetics. That's right, Nate Dogg. My brother Nathan's like, strong genetics. Yeah, we do well. We do all right. We do good. Whew. Goodness gracious. I shouldn't be yawning. I drank 2 double espressos today. I took a Claritin D, which basically has one of the ingredients of meth in it. And I had a half of a candy bar before I went live, so there's no reason I should be yawning. If anything, I should be even more hyper than I actually am. New voicemail, don't care. Ooh, yeah. Goodness. All right. Let me get out of here. You know what I could do? Here's what I could do. This is something I have not been told I'm allowed to do. I'm just going to do it. Again, it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission sometimes. Discounts, coupons. Coupons. Add new coupon. Order 66. All orders. We'll make this end tomorrow. All right. It's making me write stuff. This, that. What was that? That was weird. Let's try over here. There it is. All right, I don't know what happened to my my Instagram feed, but it is suddenly all grayed out, not allowing me to touch it. All right, execute order 66. Use coupon code 60 or use coupon code order 66 for free shipping tonight. Money Mitch is like, I like when you go rogue. Hey, that makes two of us. Just don't tell Doug or Trevor. I see Trevor has walked away from his computer and is not currently in front of it. So hopefully he turned the sound down and didn't hear that. Doug, as you know, is never here because, you know, he has important things to do. So he won't know until it's over. But there you go. Executing order 66. That is so weird. That just stopped working. Oh, well, I wanted to add it to our Instagram too, but it's not allowing me to. My whole Instagram screen is now gray. So hopefully I'm still streaming on Instagram. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I definitely can no longer see the chat. That's for certain. There we go. No? There it is. Oh, it's working now. See, sometimes it just takes the old hard reset button. Haha, where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there is a way. All right, I'm not 100% sure Trevor or Doug know how to go into our operating system and remove coupons, so that coupon should be good until one of them go to YouTube and type, how do I stop my rogue host from putting coupons in Wix so that we don't go broke and have to eat bologna on hand sandwiches? Then after they find the video and watch it and get into it, it may go away. But until that time, I can promise you I will not delete it. Going rogue, man, I guess you could call me Rogue One. By the way, best Star Wars film ever. Debate me on that, because cinematically, it is true. It is perfect. The casting was perfect. It was, from a cinematic standpoint, the best of all of the movies. I will state that until the end of time. See, even Money Mitchell's like, it was pretty. From a cinematic standpoint, Rogue One, unbelievable. Here's what I will say. And this is going to cause a kerfuffle. But when they did the imagery for the battle between Kylo and Luke on the salt planet with the red undercrust, that was gorgeous. Star Wars Holiday Special, oh man, Sepulros, that is a close 13th. That is a close 13th on the on the cinematic scale. That is a close 13th. I have seen the Star Wars Holiday Special. My God, I want to know what the cocaine budget was. Because so many people were geeked out of their mind. Carrie Fisher, who actually talked about not remembering shooting it and talking about how much drugs were done. At one point in the thing, looks like she is just aces. And then in other parts of the special, she is like barely clinging to consciousness. It is great. I wanted to know what B. Arthur was thinking while she was there. I want to know, was B. Arthur the one supplying all of the drugs? Because B. Arthur was a big deal back then, and to have her on there was pretty spectacular. Holiday Special means you have to have some snow. Yeah, pretty much. They were cooked. They were cooked. Who was it? Who was the grandfather? Stinky? Was that his name? Stinky? Watching his Wookiee adult video? Totally snorblind. Yeah, Chef is like snort. What he's saying is he is snorting while laughing. That is to be very specific, because, Councilman Chef is a councilman, so I'm sure he is simply snorting laughing. Because if there's one thing I know, politics and drugs don't exist together. Never in the history has one ever been even thought of as doing drugs. But I digress. Yeah, from a cinematic standpoint, he's like, an extraordinary amount of mirrors on there. That's right. That's right. Yeah. But no, Rogue One, and I go rogue. I do this from time to time. I have a bit of, I am not anonymity, but I have a bit of, I don't know the word that I'm looking for. I have wiggle room in what I do. Sometimes I step far over that. When I'm supposed to be, with a little wiggle room, it's a full-on twerk. But hey, if that gets people to grab this stuff so that I can open it, because quite frankly, the best part of my job is opening everybody else's presents. I mean, it's like Christmas every day, but I am the designated opener, as a matter of fact. It's why I hate Christmas. I do. I'm a Scrooge. I hate Christmas because I have to look at everyone else's presents knowing I can't open them for them. And that's what got me into this business, is I want to open all of the packages. I want to open all of the presents. I want to be tearing open the boxes. I mean, my name is literally DC the Breaker. I want to break open the boxes. And Christmas, I'm not allowed to do that. I have to sit and stare at a tree and or menorah with presents strapped around them, under them, or in closets hidden for the giveaways. And I am not allowed to open them if they don't have my name on it, and I feel like that is wrong. So that is why I do this. You should start an Amazon return service where you can open hundreds of boxes a day. I think that is a great idea. However, I don't want to make Bezos any more money. I think he has enough, and anything I do that contributes to him is typically out of necessity. Granted, I, like everybody else on the planet, have Amazon Prime, but I will always shop elsewhere first unless I have to have it the next day and it's not available in the neighborhood. After about a day, you will dread seeing Amazon boxes. Here's what I will tell you. I think we are on like our 72nd. We're in the 70s when it comes to products we've made. Some of those products are as little as 3 boxes. Some of them are as many as 40 boxes. And then before that, opening literally thousands of boxes, hundreds of thousands of packs of cards, literally hundreds of thousands of packs of cards. I think we did the math at one point after like the first year of me opening sports cards back in the day. And I was at like 43,000 packs opened. And then I went to Dallas and was part of the million pack break with Topps, where we opened, I believe it was 16 cases of Topps Series 1. Of those 16 cases, I believe I opened 15 and a half of those. So if you just take 2020 Series 1 baseball and you calculate how many packs are in a box, how many boxes are in a case, and multiply that times 15.5, and that was opening packs in one sitting. After all of that, and by the way, that's a Sapouros job. I'm sure you're already on it. After all of that, I can tell you I still want to open more boxes. I still want to open more packs. 2020, I believe it was, Sapouros. I believe it was 2020 Series 1 baseball. And it was, I believe it was the jumbo. No, it wasn't jumbo. No, it was standard. It was standard. I am near positive. 12 packs per box, 12 boxes per case, 24 packs per box, plus 1 silver pack. And then on top of that, it was, I don't remember how many cards per pack, like 8, 10, something like that. So take 12 times 24 and then multiply that times 15.5. And that is 4,650 packs of cards that I opened in one afternoon. 25 because of that's right, because of the silver packs. That's right, 25. So after that was in one day, I want you to think about opening 4,650 packs of cards in one day. Sapporo says, I once opened 500 packs over 2 days. I no longer want to open packs. I still live for it, which means I'm in the right business. Now, granted, I have traded, for the most part, packs of cards for boxes filled with original art and pop culture items. Great trade, by the way. I'm very happy with that trade. This is just as fun, and everybody's a winner here. Unlike opening sports cards, which I can tell you as somebody who did it on the highest level, literally, this is more rewarding, far and away. Yeah, 1 auto, 1 relic, and 2 numbered cards. That's right. Yeah, yep. That's how it felt, Prue. What up, Prue? How you doing? If it was 5,000 packs of stuff I actually liked, it would be fun. No, absolutely. I agree. I'm not even a baseball guy, but I had to open those. And I'll be honest with you, I don't remember much of it. I do remember I got to meet Pete Alonso from the Mets, and he was cool. I do remember meeting Pete. I do remember pulling a Ricky Henderson Mets. I believe it was a Ricky Henderson Mets autograph. It was a team that I was like, wait, Ricky Henderson played for who? Other than that, I don't remember. A lot of Tatis. I remember Tatis. I got yelled at for saying, show me your Tatis. They didn't like that. That was my reprimand of the day. I wasn't allowed a second one or I'd have to get off camera. But yeah. Hey, you don't know the line if they don't tell you what it is. And sometimes you need to run on the line in order to find out where it is. Boo. Money Mitch is telling you how he feels. It's like, boo. It's funny, but it's sad. All right, it's about 10 after. Whoa, Scuba! What's up, Scoobs? He just got home. As a supervisor for the government, that's semi-acceptable. Oh, thank you. Scuba, I sent you a little something on Insta that was sent to me by Chef that I hope you enjoyed. Having to open 1991 Donruss until you get 1,000 of the same elite insert. Right, Scoobs? Yeah, right? Next, what they need to do is make one big enough that you can be the pinball. That you are strapped into a 5-point harness with a helmet in the fetal position, in one of those giant inflatable balls, and you are hit with paddles and bumpers. That is the next level. I actually am floating around. I gotta wait for Mrs. the Breaker to get her raise. I am looking to open up some early Marvel Impel. I believe there is one hologram per box. And it's about $300. Excuse me. It's about $300 a box. I don't have a spare $300. I don't have a spare $30. And I opened a lot of those packs as a kid, as an 11-year-old. And I never got a hologram. I've purchased a hologram since then. But I never had the joy of pulling one of those low-budget Marvel holograms. So I am planning on treating myself for my birthday with a nice box of Impel or something close to it around that era that had the Marvel holograms in them, just so that I can have that moment that I've always wanted for the last 32 years. Oh, Sapporos, yeah, absolutely. Scuba's like, in a ball? That sounds like puke waiting to happen. That is what I want to give myself as a birthday present. Not so much the hologram, because, I mean, you can buy them for like $10. I want the feeling that all my friends got in at the Dugout, aka the Ripoff Shop, in West Seneca, and never got to have. That is my birthday present to myself, with my birthday being next month. Now, I don't celebrate my birthday, but this will be, I'm using it as an excuse to let Mrs. the Breaker let me buy, to have Mrs. the Breaker let me buy something for myself. I'm not 100% sold on the 91 Impel, but I know there's about a $300 box in and around that era that had some really decent holograms. Some of them, I can't remember what set had the different colored ones. There were green ones and orange ones and red ones. I need to do a little more research, but on my radar is opening up a box of old Marvel. I'm going to do it on camera. I'm going to do it in one of the shows for funsies. And that's going to be my gift. I don't remember. I was looking everywhere from 91 through 95, and I have a terrible memory, so I know a lot of them get jumbled up. I have some of them saved on my eBay, which I don't have. I'm not logged into my username on here. But I am going to, I know they were like, it was like 250 or 300, and it said that holograms fell 1 in every 20 packs, and it was like 24 packs per box. So theoretically, you were going to hit about one hologram per. Here's a deal I will make you. I will tell you the 1994 Power Blasts are cool. I will tonight before I go to bed, because I've had a little insomnia lately. I'm gonna be honest with you. Unrelated to the show. I suffered from severe insomnia in my early 30s. I'm not gonna say that it was tied to something else, but I suffered from severe debilitating insomnia. I had a brain that wouldn't stop working, and no matter how tired or exhausted I was, my brain would be like, and one more thing, and one more thing. Oh, but wait, DC, one more thing. And oh, before you go to sleep, one more thing. And hey, did you think about this? And hey, spiders. Lately I've had a little bit of insomnia, and I know it's stress related. We are going to be moving soon. Jimmy is in all sorts of assistance programs now that I have to kind of work with him with. I have a lot of personal stuff on my plate lately, and I know it's triggered that. I know once we move, my head will be eased. Mrs. The Breaker is thankfully getting a very generous raise from where she works, because she is turning that place around and really giving them value. So some of the stress. I have had a little bit of insomnia lately, and I've been spending it on the game Black Desert Online, which is pretty close to a dead game. I mean, it's very late stage capitalism. Average everyday things are like $2 million priced in the game, but I digress. I am going to buy for me. Now Sepulros, that is a little misleading, because you can do things AFK. I can auto fish. I can train horses. I can do things while I am not actually on, where my monitor is off, but my computer is running. There is a lot of AFK, so it looks like I have like 600 hours in the last like 2 months. Obviously, I don't have like 600 hours in. It's because it'll be on for 15 hours while I'm out for the day, and I'll come back with a boat full of fish and silver coins. Yeah, ran the game 24/7 for a very long time. Yeah, So they have, and it's pretty smart of them, allow you to build wealth AFK. And you can run it on a low frame rate and low graphics during that time. That's what I do. I have like a middle of the road graphics card. I'm not fancy. I'm not fancy. Especially when it comes to computers. I mean, it's on a Dell. It's not like it's even a custom built computer. I turn all the graphics to its lowest. That way it's not sucking any, power from the graphics and not heating up. And I just loado the AFK stuff, and then when I pop back on, I'll usually bump everything up to the highest level. But yeah, I do a lot of AFKing in that game. But in lieu of that, tonight, this is my promise to you, I am going to write it in green. Allowing AFK is why everything costs a bazillion. No, that's valid. I mean, also, the game is 9 years old, so if you don't plan the economy well, it'll run well for the first year or two, but, you know, come year 5, 6, and 7, it'll start getting out of hand. Decide. Ooh. That's a lot of ink. I did not realize this was an ink pen like that. I'm glad I didn't have any art on the table. Let's try that again. Shouldn't have shook it. Decide what Marvel box to buy tonight. DC. In case I forget who wrote the note. I probably just did it again, too. Upside down. There it is. There's my note. There's my wallet. I will have that answer for you tomorrow. And then we will plan. As a matter of fact, let's see what day of the week my birthday falls on. If it maybe even falls on a day that I'm live. I am not live. My birthday falls on a weekend this year. So it'll be probably like the last week of July. It'll probably be during San Diego Comic-Con, since I won't be able to compete with San Diego Comic-Con anyway. There. All right, Chef is back. That means last call, everybody. Last call. Hopefully I'm alive on my birthday. I'll be alive on my birthday, hopefully. But I won't be live to all for goodies. Bolt's birthday is Monday. Bolt's birthday is Monday. Let me set that on my calendar. Bolt's B-Day. Not bidet, but B-Day. Okay. All right. The 14th is Flag Day. The 16th is Father's Day. The 19th is Juneteenth. Goodness gracious. I'm flying out of here on the 22nd. So that is actually, what, 16 days away? Wow, it's like 2 weeks away. Dang, it's quicker than I thought. Yeah, I'm on. Oh, that reminds me. We're not going to be here the last week of June. So you have this week. You have next week. And you have the following week. You have the 12th, 13th, and 14th, the 19th, 20th, and the 21st. I will not be here the 26th, 27th, and 28th. So, yeah. You only got tomorrow plus 2 more weeks to get these goodies, and then we're on hiatus. Yeah, chef, Juneteenth. I'm not gonna lie. I'm from New York. I will admit ignorance. I didn't know what Juneteenth was until I moved to Texas, and that would have been in 2015. I admit my ignorance. I was very respectfully educated to understand what Juneteenth was and how important it is and why it's important, to understand what it meant. Up until then, I was like, that's a thing, and somebody sat me down and was like, this is Juneteenth. This is why there's Juneteenth. This is the truth of Juneteenth. And I will tell you, after moving to Texas the very first year and finding out what Juneteenth was, I found some of the absolute best cookouts. The cookouts. Woo, the food. The food. The food on Juneteenth. Oh, baby. I got a tear in my eye. This is true. Oh, the food. The cookout. Lamarck, it was the last stop before going to Galveston. Kind of a big deal. True story. We were, just before Houston, we were in Katy. I never liked collard greens until I had homemade, made with love, made with soul. What they say, putting your foot in the food, soul food. I love them now, only if they're made correct. I learned the right way to be served cornbread. That little bit of pan frying it after it's done baking. If you are not pan frying your cornbread after you bake it right before you serve it, ladies and gentlemen, you're doing it wrong. Oh, it's a whole nother world. Whole nother world. Oh, mama. Pan fry that cornbread. My cooks know what I'm talking about. My cooks know. It's not cornbread unless it's been pan fried before they give it to you. Short ribs. Down with short ribs. I like the collard greens that have that bit of just that pork belly bacon fat in them too. I want it salty. Man. That is the one thing I do miss about Texas is the food, especially on the Juneteenth block parties. What's going on, Don? How are you doing, man? We were just talking about soul food, Juneteenth, and the wonderful cookouts that I used to be in Texas and how great they were. So good. So good. What else do we eat? Mac and cheese that was... You could stand that mac and cheese up and make a tower out of it. It was so thick. I'm hungry now. Bourbon! Collard greens grow on trees here. What up, Bourbon? How you doing, man? We are just talking about Juneteenth. We were just talking about some soul food, talking about Texas. And some of the things I miss about Texas, man. Oh, nice. Very nice. That's nice of you, Chef. Thankfully, my day is almost over. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there today, and I'm wearing a milk bone underwear. That sounds like it's gonna chafe. Got an amazing Texas barbecue style place here. It is a finalist of the James Beard on Sunday. Nice. We got some good BBQ too. There is a barbecue place, Bourbon, right by S&M's house. It is, me and Steven will go on a date there. I gotta find the name of it for everybody. Where's Steven? There's Steven. All right, I'm going to show this video because I think I'm allowed to do that on camera. If I'm not allowed to, I'm sorry. Instagram, since I can share this video on Instagram, I should be able to show it. I'm going to give full credit to Grub with Greg and Gus BBQ. Yeah. Again, I'm not claiming that video. That video is not mine. Full props to them. That is our mandate. That's where we're headed. Aaron Franklin was the first barbecue chef to win the James Beard Award. I love Franklin's barbecue. Steven and I crushed one of their briskets that Steve had picked up when he was in Texas. Listen, I'm a man of simple pleasures. Give me some barbecue. Give me maybe a nice scotch and some silence, and I'm good. I'm good. Aaron Franklin is a genius in his simplicity. You can order his masterclass and see exactly how he makes his brisket, and it is stunning how simple yet complicated it is. The ingredients are not a ton, but the care, the measure, and the patience is beautiful. That line, dear Lord, they have walk across the line selling beer. They do. They have someone walk. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's smart. He just went very simple, basic. He also happened to be able to get the best cuts of meat you could find. Typically, so I went to Austin to do a couple of shows in my improv comedy days. And we got to go to Franklin's. We got to go. We were there when Quentin Tarantino and Rob Rodriguez were shooting Grindhouse and Death Proof, and they were shooting it right across from our hotel. And Rosario Dawson was there, and that girl that dated Marilyn Manson, whose name I don't remember, was there. And my producer was smoking cigars with Kurt Russell, who's a big cigar aficionado. Yeah, it is. I really like Austin. I think it's Congress Street is the name of the main street there, or something like that. It was great. Yeah, he's Franklin. Mr. Franklin is very open about what he does. He shows how to build the pits. He shows you how to build the fire. He shows you exactly the measurements on everything. Like, he's like, this is how you do it. Please do it. But no matter how well you follow it, it's just not going to be his, because his cut of he is first dibs in line in Austin. When the meat guy comes a calling, he gets first call and everyone gets everything else. It's like Buffalo and chicken wings. You go to Buffalo and you will realize that Tyson and the rest of the processing plants give Buffalo the choice wings. Now, that's also because there is a Tyson plant in Buffalo that does wings and mechanical separation. But Buffalo has the biggest wings. I dare anybody to try to tell me that their wings are bigger than ours in Buffalo. I can show you a photo of a wing that is almost the size of a pop can. Yep, all cuts are not the same. That is a fact. Oh, yeah. You know who's a really good barbecuer, too? Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl has a barbecue smoker trailer that he hooks up to the back of his truck, and he will, unannounced, drive through LA and make pit stops and just sell barbecue or give away barbecue. Dave Grohl is also a barbecue hound. True story. Did he take it to NC? Yeah. Grohl. Chris Shepard has a charity barbecue competition every year. He does barbecue festivals and such. Yeah, I'm listen. Again, I could have an entire conversation with Dave Grohl that has nothing to do with music, and I'm sure he'd appreciate all day, like specifically barbecue. And let's talk rubs versus sauces. Let's talk Memphis versus Texas, South Carolina, and their. There's a name for it. I don't remember. There's an official name for it. I like it on meatballs. Take some meatballs, throw them in some of that that yellow mustard barbecue. Delicious. Just keep asking him about Kurt. I heard he loves that. Ha ha. Yeah, man, listen. I'm not going to ask him about Kurt. I'm not going to ask him about Chad. I'm not going to ask him. No. It's like, dude, let's talk some barbecue, man. Let's talk food. Carolina Gold. Thank you, Sapporo's. Carolina Gold. Somebody said, and I had it, and it was delicious. It was, and grape jelly. I'm not kidding. Somebody, it was either that or it was like Carolina Gold and grape jelly. I'm not lying to you. But there is a meatball. Like you make it in a crock pot. I got to find it now. Hold on. This is true. I'm not joking. Sapporos knows. It's 2 ingredients. It is. It's chili sauce. Chili sauce and grape jelly. Those are the 2 ingredients. It is. You will conceptualize the food and you will go, hell no, that's nasty. I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. Don't knock it until you tried it, kids. OMG, I went back for thirds and fourths. Oh. Chili sauce out the bottle. The jelly. Because it... Smooth peanut butter, grape jelly, and sriracha makes a wonderful peanuts. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I am on the honey sriracha world, and I can easily see that with peanut butter and jelly. But the meatballs in a crock pot with chili sauce and grape jelly. Listen, do yourself a favor. Try it. If you don't like it, then you can at me. But try it. It sounds awful. It's not. Jam don't jiggle like that. All right, folks, I already called last call. I am not going to bait Bourbon with anything. I am simply going to wrap it up. By the way, Bourbon, how is the new job going for La Novia? By the way, that recipe is from a James Beard award-winning chef. There you go. Thanks, Scoobs. You too. Good. Getting settled in. Good. That's what I like to hear. Alrighty. Alright, that's it. I'm out of here. It is 20 to 11 a.m. on the East Coast. It is almost 8 on the West. Check the gate. The gate is clear tomorrow. Tomorrow. We need to knock out this Bruce Lee. We need to knock out the few remaining so that we can give away these bad boys. I mean, listen, whoever wins this, you can go. First of all, you're not going to want it to leave your PC. But if you do, head to eBay, a few hundy, because it is the official Galactic Series 2. This is a big boy hit. This is a Topps and Lucasfilm card by Lee Cozy, who is a Lucasfilm artist. That is the top prize. Whoever's on the bottom gets the Galen Erso on a San Diego Society Star Wars back. Those are. There you go. And as a gift, she adopted a 10-pound Chihuahua I didn't want. That sucks, Bourbon. That sucks. A little yappy dog who thinks he weighs 75 pounds and has one of the most frequent bites of any poodles and chihuahuas. Vicious animals. Now, I had a very interesting mixed dog. I had a Chihuahua Pomeranian, a Cheepom, named Belushi. We called him Lou. Belushi was a great dog. He was but tiny like a Chihuahua, medium-haired, and just adorable. But man, did he think he was a big dog. It's the most annoying dog I've ever been living with. Is it older or younger? Because if it's younger, you got about 17 more years of it, friend. If it's older, it's probably why it's chill. 2 years old? If I had a hat, I would put it over my heart for you, man. Got about 15 more years, homie. Somewhere around 2039. I'm going to say that again in case you didn't hear me in the back. You're going to have that dog until about 2039. My son will be out of the house before your dog is. All right, Councilman Chef, love you, brother. Take care. Be safe, homie. Will that dog have me, though? We'll see. All right, I gotta get out of here. All right, folks. Sapporo's like, yeah, DC's just rubbing it in now. Yeah, do what I can. Let's move this over here. All right. Oh, thank you, Money Mitch. Listen, as always, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I absolutely love each and every one of you. So do me a favor, take care of yourselves and each other so we can do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow I may have more than one coupon up my sleeve, even if I'm not wearing sleeves. I have been told that we have a meeting tomorrow morning. I may ask for some extra giveaways. So be prepared. Be in early tomorrow. And be prepared because I know one of the coupons we thought about will only be for the first 3 people. So keep an eye on the Discord. Keep an eye on Instagram. Keep an eye on the channel. And believe me, tomorrow should be a ton of fun. Good night, everybody. I love you. Be safe. Take care. And